Hi, it's Mike here with the Wirraway versus Heclapar play-by-mail campaign, where it is the 17th of March, 1942. We've landed on Cylon at Jaffna and flipped that base. Currently no significant opposition to that amphibious landing, just a couple Allied submarines. Continuing to wrap up the Borneo bases. Okay, so looks like our submarines in the Line Islands have come across something. Oh, tankers. Allied submarines operating in the deep water hexes off Palembang. I'm sorry, Backwappen. So I lowered my altitude this turn. Actually, I think I'm flying at 6,000 and suffering losses at that altitude, so I'm going to have to go back up to 10. In a sustained air campaign like we're going to have at Changsha, I can't afford to lose an aircraft or two a day. See, there's another destroyed by flak. So yeah, 6,000 is too low. Didn't expect his B-17s to fly this turn again uh, in the Coral Sea. And no real evidence that he tried to. The Allied Air Force essentially has been just sitting quiet and building its strength for a month or more. Very, very limited operations over the last month by the enemy. Okay, here goes our deliberate attack on Ankang Road. Notice he has one good core, a couple weaker cores, and one heavily attrited, well, really, four heavily attrited cores in the hex. Very good reported outcome for us. We'll be able to attack again. Not a lot of disablements, but a lot of destroyed squads reported. Our tanks have made it in the hex. We have a slight advantage in unadjusted AV. We got two more divisions on the way. The plan right now is to wait for them, uh, either being even against the Chinese. You have a firepower advantage at the squad level. So it's a little better than this, but of course he's in ×2 terrain and he's partially dug in. So um, at least the initial rounds, until we can consume his supply, he'll get the better of us. Uh, but you got it. You got to fight. Nothing new here.
Greetings, everybody. How's tricks? This is Orphan Anne from Radio Tokyo, saying hello to all of her dog faces and boneheads wandering the Pacific Islands. Before we start the music, the Japanese High Command announced today that the ever victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Mandalay.
Okay. Well, so now we finished building the level 1 airport airfield uh, where he had been bombing before. So he probably won't come back until he has, meaning to attempt it again until he has a lot more combat power in terms of aircraft, because now we can fly cap from the base. Of course, it does give him the opportunity to attack the base and suppress fort building, but I've already built most of the forts there. Okay, let's check in, see if anything unusual happened in the air. Oh, yeah. See, lost those sallies. We talked about that. I'll have to go back to a higher altitude. Let's check in at Cylon. So we're landed. The base is flipped. We have a decent amount of supply. We're going to advance on Dumbala. We're going to bring in second recon regiment to help with the conquest, and we'll fly in aviation support. Uh, just need to check what my garrison levels at Colombo is 80. No garrison requirement at Trincomalee. Um, but I'm gonna push on Colombo. Uh, the shipyard is here. Again, I don't know the Allied order of battle with any particular detail, but um, Colombo is my target. Um, I may reevaluate once I get to Dambala in a couple days, take Trincomalee first, and then go after Colombo, because again, there's no garrison requirement. But right now, my plan is to push directly on Colombo. So far, no losses from this operation, other than a handful of guys when we originally landed. Getting ready for airborne operation here, followed by here. Then, as we talked about last turn, um, rail in armor to take Lido, and probably use paratroopers to take Kohima and leave him fall alone for the moment. Let's check and see what's going on with our submarines off the Line Islands. Okay, so we have two Glen-equipped submarines operating in pairs and a wolf pack here. If the Glen armed subs report 5 ships, we don't think there might be a cruiser with there. We think they're tankers and destroyers. They appear to be on the return trip to the Hawaiian Islands, and we're well set up to try to stop them. They will probably move 6 to 7 hexes, so we'll move the wolf pack into this area. He might try to divert either 1 hex to the side or on a completely different path, and the Glenarm submarines will try to identify that. So there's the plan there. Anyway, look forward to our next chance to talk and the impending battle for Changsha and the fall of Bandawing, which I expect within a week, and uh, the fall of Ceylon, followed by uh, our major push in India. So, coming month of the game should be filled with combat, whether the enemy wants it or not.